happiness involves self-exploration, calmness, and reflection and nature. And that when you really open yourself to the world, all of a sudden you don't need things to make you happy, but you can make yourself happy.
Happiness to me is being satisfied with your life in the sense that every morning when you get up, you know you're going to like what you do that day.
So I think happiness is two parts: doing things that you like. One part doing things that you enjoy, another part just feeling like they're worthwhile.
I think that happiness comes from self-actualization.
I guess feeling content with what you have and feeling content with your future, I guess.
So I like to think of happiness as not the opposite of sad, but happiness is just sort of maybe more synonymous with well-being and kind of more of a acceptance as life is, as opposed to always fighting how it is or wanting it to be better. One of the things that I think causes the least amount of happiness is when you are happy and you're trying to hold on to it, and when you're unhappy and you're trying to push away from it. So those are some things that I think about.
During the summer of 2015, it was not the greatest moment of my life. The temperature was really warm, and my life was kind of just falling apart. It was just really a drag. So I usually stayed up in my room in the dark wearing sunglasses, and that showed that I wasn't really being the best of like who I am. And in fact, recent studies show that if you're in darker areas, your mood deflates. And I was in my room for a very long time. And I was excited for school in September, but when that day came, it really got worse. It wasn't what I was expecting. The school was changing, and everything was kind of falling apart even more. And so I struggled. It was a very sad moment in life. I didn't feel like I wanted to exist on this world that we live in. What I did to help me through that was I tried talking to one of the teachers, and then one of the teachers actually supported me through along the way, even when I had so many struggles and so many just weird things happening. That teacher that I disliked, I just got help from her, and it was very helpful, and I appreciated it. And I even talked to more teachers that gave me the encouragement to talk to the head of the high school or the upper school, whatever you want to call it. But the point is that you need to do this path alone, but you can always have help when you need it. Alright, so some of you may have different definitions of happiness, but mine is, well, it's an emotion to be simple, but happiness is usually gained through something that you feel confident or proud of, or you have a moment where everything stops in the world and you have this moment of pure joy or delight. But the things that we conquer through this world is what make us who we are, and that's my definition of happiness. For my happiness today, I would probably say that it wouldn't be 100%. There are some scars that cannot be healed, both mentally and physically. And the mental scars that I got over the time of the summer and of the first trimester during 10th grade, they will always stay there. But they'll always remind me. They won't show me as a sign of weakness or a sign of you did this failure. It's a sign of, well, you got it, you know this failure, and you learned from it, and so you got to push forward from this failure, and that actually makes me feel more encouraged and more powerful towards this. And yeah, I would say that I would be happy I have.
Happiness to me is probably really appreciating my life. It's really deeply appreciating what I have, who the people I have in my life,
I got troubles, love, but
Would I consider myself happy? Middlingly.
Yes, I'm happy now.
I guess I'm currently happy.
My house and love, but not today. 'Cause they're gonna wash away. They're gonna